Shalom, everybody, and welcome to ReligionWinked TV, where my spiritual ears stay. Hey, guys, let's talk about it. Let's bump our gums. Let's just try to, make some sense of what's going on in the world on social media, how we could better ourselves, how we can continue to do or not do what the rest of the world is doing. It's just crazy. Everything I see, everything I hear is demonic, wicked, negative. And as far as YouTube is concerned, I think it's easier to learn how to edit and let your content speak for itself than to be running around here kissing ass when it hasn't gotten you anywhere. If you agree with anything I'm saying, please, by all means, join this live stream. Let's make some sense of it. Like I said, I'm a very wise woman, and I'm not discrediting anybody else from being that way. But I basically know that what's going on is not right, y'all. It's not right. So please get yourself over to ReligionWinked TV and subscribe to my channel while you're there. And let's enjoy the morning with a little or a lot of candid conversation, okay? If you guys want to, you can go ahead and support this channel over on Cash App at ReligionWinked TV, $ReligionWinked TV. And you can also go over to PayPal at ReligionWinked TV 2020, okay? And with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into this conversation 30 seconds from now. So we're back. Let's go ahead and finish out this music. Let's get into it a little something. Welcome to my midday podcast, guys. I'm trying something new here. I'm going to offer a call-in number after I get some of my content out. I want to hear from you, the viewers. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the president, finally agreeing to leave the White House. I know some of you are following the story with King Von and Quando Rondo, Lil Boosie, and all of that negativity going on over there. I really don't follow hip hop like that, so I don't have much to say about that. And then there was a situation that happened on YouTube, and this situation was by far one of the most disgusting things I've seen on YouTube. And I guess what we're going to do today is talk about some of the disgusting things, despicable me's on YouTube, and see how we can keep from doing what they're doing. Not allow ourselves to be caught up and engaged in the negative activity.
What in the name of Lucifer is going on hell here, y'all?
What in the name of Lucifer is going on, y'all, right? So anyway, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's nonsense. It's one of those it's one of those things where you gotta be either sick in your mind, sick in your spirit, sick in your head to want to be involved in some of these things that we're about to talk about, or you just spiritually dead and don't know no damn better. I would hope it's not the latter. And I hope you have some kind of cognizance or awareness of the behavior you're doing. If not, that's even more scarier. At least if you're out here being demonic, I would hope that you know that's what you're doing. A lot of people are out here doing devilish things and not even aware of what it is they're doing, right? So let's just bump our gums about it today. If you come into the chat, welcome, welcome, welcome. God bless you. And I'm going to just sit here, like I said, and this is what we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We kind of let our hair down, Rapunzel kind of thing. And we basically just go ahead and talk from the spirit, talk from the heart about worldly issues and about things that just don't seem right in a person's spirit. Now, for those of you who don't want to give me credit where credit is due, I've been on YouTube almost 3 years on this channel. I've uploaded in the past. Shout out to Beautiful Alien. And those channels didn't go anywhere. This is one of the first channels that's gotten this far underneath me, okay? And I'm grateful where I am. So thank you for the support, the genuine support, because we know on social media, all support ain't good support, right? Everything that's good to you on YouTube is not always good for you, right? So, basically, I came on around the time Kaya and T.S. Madison was doing their thing. Excuse me. I came on when Kaya and T.S. Madison was doing their thing. And shortly after there, like February of 2018, they all broke up. And when I say all hell broke loose like a can of whoop asses came from nowhere, right? It was Team Kaya, Team Maddie. And ever since then, the whole internet has been divided. And, upcoming content creators find it easier to like get into this division and ride a wave with one side versus the other instead of letting their content speak for themselves, and instead of allowing the viewers to get to know them as a content creator and as a person here on YouTube versus joining a negative side or a negative team, windmilling, fighting, losing. Because let me tell you something. Ain't nobody winning on these YouTube streets. Yeah, you on here for money. If you getting money, you winning. That's your goal, okay? But spiritually, ain't nobody winning on these YouTube streets. Let's keep it real. All of us are met with opposition. All of us are met with, basically hindrance from other people to keep our channel growing. And most times it's black people doing it to black people. So you can't tell me black people aren't racist. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you can be if you're one of the black people that don't want to see other people grow on YouTube. Now, what are some of the ways that people don't want to see people grow? They put the word out, let's blackball this person. Or they put the word out, let's shadow ban this person. Let's not rock with this person. Let's unsub over here. Let's go over here, like a big playground, right? And people are running to and fro like the wind with no solid roots. You don't have to do that. You could get on here and genuinely just wait until your channel pop or wait until your channel grow by just uploading as much as you can when you can. Not involving yourself in the alleged drama or the alleged beefs going on. The whole internet is full of beefs, from Facebook to IG to YouTube. But then when you get to YouTube, it's like 5, 6, 10 different black sectors of beef, okay? It's not just one sector. It's like you got a lot of people. They'll come in and out of the most popular beef sector, but then they'll also be dipping and dabbing into other sectors of black content creators that, go just as hard as the beef sector we generally know about and talk about. But yeah, you don't have to get on here and sell your soul to the devil to grow, because the same way you get monetized is the same way you got to keep it. Nobody is gonna, you know, really adjust to you coming on here fighting and beefing and dragging people and digging up graves and things of this nature, and then all of a sudden you sitting down, sewing a quilt. Of course your views are going to take a hit, and nobody is going to follow you when you advertise that kind of video or that kind of content, right? So versus if you just get on here making a quilt, and then all of a sudden you in the beefing sector, it's like, okay, what about your supporters that got on here to follow you because you were making a quilt versus starting beef? So you got to be careful. I got on here to support God and tell his word and tell his testimony along with mine. And a lot of people don't like that. They say I'm boring. They say my voice is crazy, my personality. But look at the personalities you guys been out there following. How good is the personalities you guys been out there following, right? So welcome to Trash Talking Tuesdays. I mean, it is what it is. We just over here bumping our gums about things negative, derogatory, disgusting, degrading things that we see on social media, and what we can do to keep our light shining bright.
Oh, shine your light, oh so bright, 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 bright.
Absolutely. It's about shining your light bright. And before you shine your light on other people, make sure you ask God to shine that light on you first, because you need to see what's inside of you. You can't be out here leading people knowing that deep down inside it's anger, it's bitter, it's hatred, it's demonic behavior, but yet the people that follow you can't see it. So you look like that disguised light as Lucifer, who, tricked the whole world that he's the brother of Christ and everything's going to be all right. No, you can't do that, people. Shine that light on you first. God, whatever's in me, get it out of me. And while he's getting it out of you, he'll definitely help you and give you the grace to help people get it out of them as well. I know church want to tell you, oh my God, why don't you just go ahead and sweep around your front door before you sweep around mine? Well, my area may be because I smoke cigarettes. I'm sweeping around my front door. Yours may be lying. Maybe I can come help you and show you some Bible verses not to lie. Maybe you could give me some scripture or content on how to quit smoking. So we got to get out of that mindset that we can't help each other even though we're struggling, right? Would it be better if I come on camera? Is that better? Guys, you see my brow a little bit, but I'm in the house. I mean, the shirt is a little big, but we'll do the best we can, okay? So is that it? Don't mind the blanket behind me. Get a little chilly in here. I haven't really quite cranked up the heat yet because we don't really need it. So, but yeah, basically, we can't not help each other. Even the Bible says the stronger ones. If you're an alcoholic and someone around you is not an alcoholic, and that person wants to help you with your alcoholism, then by all means, the Bible says, let the stronger bear the infirmities of the weaker. But it also says, do not allow yourself to be sucked back into diverse temptation. I may not be an alcoholic or a greater one than you, and I'm trying to help you help us, but I'm not going to allow you to pull me back down into circumstances that I've worked most of my life to get out of, right? So, it's like you can help other people who's struggling with their struggle, right? And by all means, they can help you as well. So I'm just going to milk this. We're going to talk about it. I mean, I'm going to get into some other things. I like a mellow channel, for the most part. I'm not with the rushy. The Bible tells me to, I gotta come on camera for this. It is slow to speak, okay? Slow to anger, quick to listen. So if you talk fast, you're opposite of what the Spirit says. Because it says slow to speak. Don't be quick to speak on everything and put your mouth on everybody's situation. Slow to speak. That's so them little fast New York City slick talking up. I'll be like, yeah, right. Them 3-car Molly people, they got that. The auction people, they talk really fast, and gossipers ready to quick to jump on things and speak on things. Slow to speak, okay? And I even speak slow because I don't want you confused. And sometimes when people speak fast, you may miss something. That's what they do in church. A lot of fast talking, bumping their gums, right? Slow to anger. A lot of us, black people, we're passionate. We have what's called something in us that make us tick, damn it. And immediately, a lot of us immediately get mad 2.2 seconds. Be like, damn, what the hell is wrong with them? But the Bible talks about the pit bull. The Bible talks about the pit bull syndrome, okay? The mad dog syndrome, okay? I ain't talking about 2020. I ain't talking about the liquor. I'm talking about that chipping you that just sends you over the roof. So be slow to anger. Although the Bible says be angry and sin not. Don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Try practicing not getting angry. I mean, the next time a situation comes and you feel your blood boiling, or you feel like you can't take it, it's too much, try a different emotion other than anger. I remember I used to be so angry, and I used to get angry at stuff when it didn't go my way, when I felt like people didn't get me, when I felt like I was in this world by myself, or when I wanted to hit somebody or knock somebody the hell out.
In the name of Lucifer is going on here, y'all.
So yeah, I used to basically, I learned a long time ago, y'all, and it might have been when I was in prison, the first couple of months being in jail and prison. I wanted to just lash out on somebody. Whenever somebody said something wrong to me, I was ready to throw down and fight. And then God started dealing with me like it doesn't make sense to be that angry. So the emotion or the act thereof that I tied this anger to was, okay, I don't want to hit this person. To keep from hitting this person, I would shed a tear. And I'm not ashamed to do that. I'd rather shed this one tear and let the anger subside and keep from me knocking somebody the hell out or going to jail because I put my hands on somebody. I'd rather let that tear show than the anger, okay? And a lot of people is like, oh, that's weak. No, there's nothing wrong with shedding a tear. Believe you me, there is many blessings and many joys that come with weeping endures for a night, but joy come in the morning. So that weeping endure for a night, you may be on a job and your boss may be talking to you like a child, degrading you. Speak up to that. But to keep from flying off the handle and looking insubordinate, I would stand there and let this tear, and I would talk my shit and be like, you wrong, whatever, but I won't get so angry. People throw stuff, slam stuff, do whatever. So I learned to get that emotion in control a long time ago. And basically, the Lord says, Be angry, but sin not. And don't let the sun go down on your wrath, people. Don't let wickedness, the anger thereof, the bitterness, the resentment, all of that comes with it. It's a 5-step process of grieving, denial, anger, resentment. I don't know. Look that up. 5 steps of grieving, right? Because whether it's the death of a loved one or whether it's the death of a job, relationship, whatever it is, people don't seem to cope well when it comes to grief and hurt and pain. So yeah, I get angry, but of course, as you can see, it's very bright outside. The sun is out. Go outside, get you some vitamin D. I just came out. I was outside and just came back in. But get you some vitamin D. The sun is good for that. It works on your hormones and it works on your emotions very well. So go do that, guys. Also, be angry. If you're going to get angry, think about what sin is. You can get angry. God got angry. God has wrath. The Bible says he's indignant, had indignation. And black people can be very indignant, right? Can be very indignant, right? Absolutely. Because we're our creator's creation, right? So yeah, be angry, but don't let the sun go down on your wrath, okay? Don't be so quick to let it cost you to lose something, okay? Does that make sense? All right. So yeah, so a lot of negative things I saw on the internet, man, is basically how people have destroy the human soul. I mean, this is a conscious decision for these people to get up on a daily basis and attack other black people. They spare the white people who come into their sectors. They allow the white people passes. They make excuses for these people who may be behind the scenes destroying them and being more of a problem to them than other black people. But yet somehow certain communities in social media land and in real life, they don't know how to stand for their own. They don't side with their own, right, wrong, or indifferent. But yet I always tell you, if it came to a war, white people would stand with theirs for the most part before they stand with black people. Now, I know we've been a little confused and we see a lot of people this year coming out to the Black Lives Matter movements and marches and protests. But were they really for black people, or were they chaos agents, interlopers in the community, just causing division, right, between black people? So you got to be careful with that whole notion of Black Lives Matter and the groups thereof, okay? Because again, you don't have to make a group for any life to matter, and people of another race other than black should just accept the fact that black people are black and treat them as so and respect them as so, respect us as so, right? So yeah, let me play a little music here. You guys have an opportunity to call in. I don't have my microphone and everything set up, but I will. Do I want to do conference call or do I want to do? Well, I put the number up there for Google Voice. All right. Let me go ahead and show that while we're sitting here. You guys can go ahead and cash at me if you like this kind of content. You guys can go ahead and PayPal me as well. We're going to talk about people trying to scam Cash App and PayPal so they don't have to pay taxes on that account at the end of the year. People are, doing a lot on social media, and it's disgusting, y'all. It's really disgusting. All right, so yeah. Let me see if I can get the phone number up. Oh, I didn't link it. Oh, let me see. Oh, it's gonna cause me. Hold on, guys. Everything is running through the same microphone, so I hope that it doesn't give me a problem. Y'all ever heard the phrase, a hard head make a soft ass? A hard head make a soft ass. Can you see that? Well, not see it, but I believe it's up. Alright, so basically, there's a lot of negativity going on in social media, and it's scary. A lot of people are talking about the behaviors of certain content creators, certain influencers. The more they strive to be successful, to be known, to be seen, to be on top, it's like the more wicked these people become. And I just want to know your opinion about it. Do you see
what in the name of Lucifer is going on in hell here, y'all?
Do you see do you see other people changing, trying to go after their dreams and goals? I mean, people who started out nice, enjoyable, people who started out pleasant, now seem to be cutthroat, degrading, despicable. These people seem like they have no soul left. It's like death is the end all be all because of the sins that they keep committing out here, because of the wickedness they keep doing toward one another. And what people are allowing them to do is even more so wicked to me. I've never seen a population of people who keep taking the same recidivism of abuse. If that makes sense to you. Recidivism means going through prison's gates, returning. Well, prison, the mentality and the mind thereof, is the worst place to be imprisoned. And when people keep getting into relationships that's abusive, relationships that don't promote them, relationships that don't empower them, it makes me think about what's going on in that person that's allowing it to be done. Kind of like what Kanye West was saying about black people when he said, quote, allegedly paraphrasing, that black people are still choosing to be slaves today. You have power not to be enslaved, period, but because of your lack of knowledge or your fear or your lack of courage, this is causing people to allow not even other people in their own community, but the white supremacy and the wickedness seated in high places to continue to destroy you. Shout out to the one person in the chat. We're just talking about regular shit over here. The demonic stuff we see on YouTube, how people went from being pleasant to just having like some DNA of the devil. It's like, it's crazy. I mentioned earlier on, we finally got the president, trying to go ahead and concede and leave the White House. And I was joking over here with one of my friends. I was like, damn, the apprentice don't understand the words "you're fired" shit. He didn't have a problem telling Alma Rosa and all them other damn people, "You're fired." I'm talking about on the real show, The Apprentice. But yeah, he get his ass in the White House and it don't sound too good to him. He can't handle hearing those words, right? And then for those of you in the community of, R&B, that whole story with King Von, Lil Boosie, Quando Rondo is going on. I don't really follow hip hop, so you won't get too much coverage over here on that. But it is going on for those of you who want to know what's going on. And then, of course, I talked to you about the situation that happened when the young man, Devon Gregory, lost his life. It was overshadowed by the demonic behavior of certain content creators on YouTube. And that needs to be talked about. But I don't want to do the talking. I want people to call in. I want people to voice their opinion. I'm opening up my platform. Everybody wants to run their program the way they want to run theirs. So whenever I come and say, let's just talk trash and talk about it, nobody ever shows up. So with that being said, hopefully you guys will. I don't know what it is about me, why y'all don't receive me the way you receive everybody else, but they say birds of a feather flock together, right? I mean, greedy people hang with greedy people. Selfish people hang with selfish people. Ignorant people generally hang with ignorant people. Wicked people usually flock to other wicked people. They don't want nothing good in life. And I gotta tell you guys, just because it look like you winning out there, your soul is losing. God says, I wish, beloved, above all things that you prosper. Yes, he wants you to prosper and be in good health. Are you in good health? Even as your soul prosper, is your soul prospering, or is it still connected to hell? And is hell bigging up your head and your spirit like you've made it in this world, knowing that every day you get up, it's a fight and a struggle just to try to do right. And then when you surround yourselves around wrong people, generally you're gravitating back to the wickedness. So yeah, man, this young man lost his life, man. Last Wednesday morning, I believe I got up and I had seen an article. Well, I heard it from another content's page that someone, a family member, was murdered. So I went to their content creator's page, and sure enough, she was sitting there crying. She had a national news article up on her video. So I immediately came over here and started doing my own research, because one thing I don't like to do is make light of anybody's demise, which we should shine light in it so, we can see where the darkness and the demonic behavior is, right? But you never make fun of it. You never do articles like that for clicks and views, especially if you know somebody. But content creators, I really don't know like that, but I know of them, and if they bring it to social media, it's not okay to talk about it, but respectfully, it's okay to talk about it, because a lot of people was out here talking about the family, the young man, and the whole demonic wickedness of it all.
What in the name of Lucifer is going on to hell here, y'all? You won't believe it.
Right. You won't believe it until you actually hear what happens. So basically, a lot of people were out here making jokes and telling lies and, allegedly scamming behind this whole situation. So I came over here, and out of the pureness of my heart, because about a week prior to this, I believe less than 2 weeks, Kwan Bobby Charles, he was lynched down in Louisiana, and allegedly, and to the family, it reminded them of Emmett Till. And I remember covering Breonna Taylor, Arbery Brooks a little bit, Rayshawn Brooks. Arbery, I forget his last name, Rayshawn Brooks. Jacob, what was Jacob's name out in Portland there when he got shot in his back 7 times? There was some other people as well. So I've been over here, especially if police involvement was involved. So when I heard the story, I immediately went on it investigating the police's activities. So I did a video covering it. I even went over to the content creators page, said my condolences or whatever. And so right after that, I remember originally seeing this content creator post something about it, and then another content creator came along and saw how the woman who said she was relatives to this young man who passed away down in Jacksonville, Florida, saw how she was treating the real family. This content creator reached out to the family, gave them a platform to tell their story, and all hell broke loose, y'all. It just seems like the police brutality, or even if it was allegedly an inflicted gunshot wound to the head, Black men being afraid of the police, that they would want to take their lives. And then if they take their life, the police shoot off 35 rounds to make sure they lift that soul up out that young man, was worthy to be talked about. But somehow a scam from the pits of hell overshadowed the young man's death and overshadowed the police brutality. Because even if he took his own life and took, that self-inflicted gunshot wound people are talking about, the police had no business firing off 35 rounds. The young man didn't look like he even weighed 120, 30 pounds soaking wet. He just had turned 18 years old. He's a baby, for the love of God. Instead of shooting them, they should have looked around and saw that no one was injured and went in to save this young man. So we didn't get to talk about that. All you heard all this past 5 days is who's scamming, who friendship broke up, who's lying, who got clicks and views and payola off of it. Look, we're all on YouTube to get a click and a view. But do you have to sell your soul to get there? And if you're on YouTube and you're saying you're not for a click and a view, and I should be the one talking, I get average 20 views a video, if that. But I'm still on here for a click and a view. Maybe if God can shift the hearts of those interested in scammers, liars, drug addicts, playing with people's death, disregarding police brutality, the mistreatment of Black people, the ignorance of Black people. Once God can clear the hearts of these people, maybe I'll get more clicks and views. But right now, I refuse to sell my soul and do what other people are doing on YouTube to get a click and a view. You know what I'm saying? So you can come in, you can come out. Thank you to the people that have came in. Thank you to the people who are subbing to my channel.
Until you see it, stay
off of this video. Go ahead over to ReligionWinked TV, guys, and you can subscribe. Oh yeah, you can. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And let's continue to have this conversation. We're just bumping our gums over here. It is basically Trash Talking Tuesdays. Something I like to do respectfully. That's how you learn. That's how you get to know people. That's how you engage with people, to see where they at spiritually, or to see where they're at in the world. Because if you're not in the spirit of God, you are in the world of the devil, okay? That's just no getting around that, guys. So, yeah, so I saw this story, and it was very, very disturbing. Very, very, very disturbing, you all, to see all these people jump on this story. Now, mind you, there's probably people who suffered death in their family, nationally or locally, privately or whatever, and they didn't come on here and talk about it and share it with the rest of the people. But this one particular story being brought up on here by this one particular content creator, like I said, it was like the pits of hell opened up. And you would think this would be the final straw, the final destination of it all. Final Destination 6, right? Because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 series to that Final Destination movie. You would think this would be Final Destination 6, right? Where people just wake up and realize they have escaped death themselves. And in order to live, you really need the spirit to do so. It's one thing to be alive in God, and it's another thing to be spiritually dead in the world. And when I saw these content creators basically play over the death of a young man, play over the fact that police are still shooting black men, because there's discrepancy whether the police killed this young man in Jacksonville or whether it was a self-inflicted gun wound. If there was a self-inflicted gun wound and he had shot himself in the head
in the name of
and
Lucifer
took his own life,
is going on to hell here.
Then why not shoot him 35 times? You know, so I was sitting over here. I did a video and I asked the question. I was like, is it possible that this woman who says she's related to the young man, there was a gun found in the car and there was some controversy about her son being in the car? So I just was asking the question, could her son have left the gun in the car? Is that possible? And then also I basically was asking, why was she so, there was something about, there was some narrative about her son saying if he hadn't talked to him, or if he had talked to him, he would still be alive. So there's a lot that plays into this, guys. A thorough investigation, honest people can always get to the truth, right? So I always say, do your own research. We can't rely on what most people say, because a lie don't care who tell it. But the Lord does. He says Satan is the father of lies, and the Father in heaven cares about the ones down here lying. But there's a way you can get out of the lie. There's a way of an escape through the word of God, instead of escaping through the ways of the world, finding yourself snared up, caught up in traps and the devices of Satan because you're ignorant to them. You know, so we have to go ahead and tread lightly when we're talking about stuff and when we're putting our mouth on things. All right, so, you know, I live with my own truth. I may not be growing the way other people are growing on YouTube. And other than joining that I am a creator-thon while this one man was growing, you know, other channels was growing. And mine's grew a little bit, absolutely. Other than being a part of that, it was like a sub for sub at one point. I haven't done anything nasty or degrading on YouTube. Not to where it affects somebody else's growth, morality, integrity, dignity, soul. I mean, you don't know how destructive you're being to people's souls. Not a lot of people are strong in themselves, let alone the word of God. And when people are weak, that's when they succumb to the most abuse, the most persecution, the most temptation, because they don't know how to resist it. They don't know how to tell those who are taking advantage of them, how to stop. I'm not going to tolerate it. No means no, you know? So it's like, you know, hey, whew. I mean, you think you saw it all. And you think people would have changed when they saw content creators get arrested. When they saw content creators die because of the stress. Because of the public relationships they put on YouTube. Or even the personas and can't live up to it. And then they try to mask it and put on a show and basically cover up the deception of how truly unhappy they really are. My voice may not be powerful to you right now because y'all love listening to the devil. But one day, my voice is going to be heard around the world.
The name of Lucifer is going on to hell here, y'all.
All right.
Believe it until you
Lord have mercy. Absolutely. So yeah, we're going to have one of those things where, you know, basically there's an Armageddon going on right now in this world. This whole world is a battlefield. Whether you're on social media or whether you're off of it in your real life, wherever seat you hold or position you hold, there's a war going on. And it's more of a spiritual warfare. Absolutely. You can't see these entities with the natural eye destroying people. Because what the devil do is he'll take a Jezebel spirit, he'll take a Legion spirit and dress it up and make it look good and make it sound good and make it look sexy and very attractive to the natural eye. Because the natural eye love the eyes of the lust, the eyes of the flesh, and the pride of life, right? So, you know, but underneath that beauty, we're not even talking about wolves in sheep clothing. We're talking about the deception of visualization. The devil know how to clean himself up really good. Make himself look so appealing to you. Hell, he even know how to talk to you. We heard him talk over there in the book of Genesis, right? The book of Psalm says 55 that his words are smooth like butter, but war is in his heart, okay? His words are smooth like butter, but war is in his heart, okay? So if you guys want to go ahead and support this channel for hearing any content that you heard so far, please, by all means, you can do so through Cash App and or PayPal. There is some honest living going on YouTube. Everybody is not on here to scam you. Unfortunately, the ones that got all your money is laughing in your face and making a complete fool out of you. And maybe the ones you should have supported could have been on to glory by now, which is a better way of life, a better outlook, a brighter future. You know what I'm saying? So
what in the name of Lucifer is going on to hell here, y'all?
Absolutely. What the hell is going on? Hell done opened up a can of whoop ass on y'all. I've never seen people disparagingly desperate for $1. That's a good video right there. Disparagingly desperate for $1. I've never seen it. I've never seen somebody so quick to build their empire only to hook up with people who don't want you to have an empire and who will do everything they can to destroy your empire, especially if they feel threatened by you superseding them. The one thing I don't like with content creators over here, and shout out to you, S. Hutchinson, and this is why I don't hide my numbers, and it may be some truth to it. S. Hutchinson here on YouTube, a content creator, said, you should never trust a person and hide their numbers. But all the major players and content creators have hidden numbers. Why? Because they're afraid, one, to admit how far they are with their subscribers, how many subscribers they have. Because a lot of them talk hella shit like they got 1 million subscribers and probably don't have no more than you and I. Especially the ones of us that's not at 1K. I be seeing people with 10,000 subscribers, but maybe only 10 or 50 show up in their live chat. I be seeing people with 800, 900, 1 million subscribers and only 13,000, 14,000. That's still a lot of people, don't get me wrong, show up in their chat. So when I have 700 and some odd subscribers, 773 I believe before I started this live here, and 2 or 3 show up, I feel vindicated. I feel fine. I enjoy the 1 or 2 people, 3 people come over in my live chat. Do I want more? Hell yeah. But I don't want a room full of demonic people fighting and arguing and beefing. I want us to come over here and how we can add value to our lives instead of disvalue and discredit
what in the
other people in
Lucifer
their lives
is going on to hell here, y'all?
Right? So it is what it is. I mean, there's some truth to it, people. We have to, realize, hey, I may be just as good as the one they out there putting on the throne. But as long as I run behind that one on the throne, how will I ever know what kind of queen I am? How will the queen in me ever be seen by other people if I'm in the shadows of other people that we deem queens and kings and rulers in this world or on social media, right? So there's some truth to it, guys. I want you to take back your power today. I don't want you out here running behind people that's leading you amok and astray. I don't want you out here being deceived. Hell, if people can't tell the truth about death, what the hell you think they telling you the truth about their life? Huh? It's impossible, right? So we're going to go ahead. Thank you for those that showed up. Like I said, I have 0 on YouTube, and hopefully y'all get some views over on Facebook. Now that's being honest. You can't get no more honest than that right there. But what these people do is hide their numbers and make you think they have a big following when they don't. And even with their numbers being hidden, you could tell about where people are with their numbers, because when people reach that mark, whatever it is, and begin to supersede people who say they have big numbers, you can see the anger and the bitterness and the hostility come out, okay? So, yeah, we got a couple more minutes here. I'm going to come on camera. I am going to come on camera. There we go. So, yeah, there's a lot going on, y'all. We're going to go ahead and let this song play. Yeah, we're under an hour. Pretty cool. Good conversation. I got some glue bothering my eyelash here. Bothering my eye. But that's what we do, guys. Iron sharpen iron. You can't be... What in the hell is going on?
What in the name of Lucifer? In the name...
Why is it not playing all the way through? Alright, so yeah, we gotta do better, guys. I mean, you have the right to keep doing what you're doing. But I'm telling you, if you want a better experience in life, especially on social media, people you have connected yourself with can't go where you go. And I know a lot of you heard that growing up in church or not. You heard it when you got an adult. People can't go where you go. People can't sit at the same tables you sit at. People can't rub elbows with your mentors, because what people will do is try to steal your mentor from you. You know what I'm saying? This sneaky behavior is very cunning, it's very subtle, it's very crafty, it's very slithery, just like the snake, just like the serpent. So you gotta be mindful of that, okay, guys? And also, you just gotta begin to take a stand. You can't be out here letting nobody destroy you for no reason. The devil destroys you for no reason. If you have the light of God in you, that's enough for the devil to come along and destroy you. And he will use people you think you're cool with. He will use people you think you raised and birthed and love, and he will just use people, period, because he know we love them the most. We love them more than him. We love God more than him. So he'll use that strong love and family connection to try to destroy you. That's why I tell people, don't come on social media and pretend like everybody is your family and friends. Because we know the ones that bear our last name, bear our bloodline, sometimes will deceive us and do us dirty. So you know people in the street will do you worse off. But then there's people in the street who your family love more than you, and there'll be people in the street who you love more than your own original family. I think there's something wrong with that. I think we need to work on it. I think we need to put that back in perspective, okay?
What in the name of Lucifer is going on in hell here, y'all?
Oh my God. So yeah, we just got to get that in perspective. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this show up. You guys have been amazing. I do believe you understand what I'm talking about as far as demonic behavior and things going on the internet. I mean, some of the most disgusting things, like I said, some things I just rather not put my mouth on or rehash or speak on, because it was very disgusting. It was very demonic. But if you guys want to come in and call in and talk about it, then so be it. Excuse me. You know, all of us, we look forward to people loving on us and supporting us. But if it's not genuine support from the Lord up above, I reject support, because you're not going to trap me off with your money or, with bigging up my channel, and then I owe you the rest of my YouTube career. No. Why can't we grow together? Why can't we support one another without owing each other a damn thing but a thank you for your help? I appreciate it. If there's anything else I could do for you, let me know. And not be obligated to this caping and kissing ass and running around these streets trying to big up other people when you should be bigging up yourself. You're just as important as the next person you're trying to see be the queen or the king. Now, by right, people have earned that title. They have put that work in. Whatever work it is they put in, they put the work in, okay? And if that's the name of the game your sector is playing, who's the best, who's the queen or who's the king, then play that game. But see, the game of life I'm playing in the kingdom of heaven is we're all kings and queens. And we need to begin to start treating each other like so, okay? So, guys, I want to say something like, go ahead and you can hit the video up here, down here. I love you, Wink Nation. God bless you. And remember, you got the power. It's in your hands. God bless you all. And don't forget, you're watching ReligionWinked TV.
What in the name of Lucifer is going on in hell here, y'all?
And my spiritual ears stay. And guys, don't forget, please. Shalom, everybody. Don't forget, if you guys want to, you can support your girl at the following location. If you ever want to call in, there's a call-in number. Please do not call it unless I advertise it. You will not get through. And let's bump our gums the rest of the day. Let's come up with topics we all can engage in. With that being said, peace, everybody. Shout out to the one person coming in. You can watch the replay. I got some powerful messages in here. Gotta show up when I'm live, man. We could break the internet. We could change some things. We can do some things differently. Everybody ain't gotta be demonic. Everybody ain't gotta be a liar, a scammer, a hustler, a whore, a murderer.